Yo, it's your boy Logos. And I hate it when people try to twist history for their own political purposes, no matter if they're doing it for a quote unquote good reason or a bad reason. And I don't care what color you are, I don't care whether you're conservative or liberal, it's wrong. And it's very hypocritical. Oftentimes I will talk about the left twisting history to make some type of globalized, everybody looks the same, or everybody's diverse culture or representation of history, which just isn't true. Just because history has a lot of bad, nasty things being a part of it, doesn't mean you should whitewash it or hide it or cover it up because it makes you uncomfortable. And that goes for Republicans too. This whole idea that Nikki Haley or anybody has a hard time saying the reality of the situation regarding the cause of the American Civil War is ridiculous. It was because of slavery. And I'm sick of people trying to make these little gotchas, little bullshit counter arguments, like saying it was about state rights. Yes, it was about state rights to continue to have slaves. Some people will say it was about the economy. Yes, the economy of the South was very tinged upon having slaves. Free labor. You don't have to pay people. We don't have to worry about feeding them unless it's the bare minimum. Housing, clothing, all these other things you don't have to worry about. And it definitely helps your economy. You don't have to worry about paying people for their hard labor. Or you can make them work 12-hour, 18-hour days without caring about their health. And you just can get more people and treat them like they're not human beings. It was about slavery. But somehow, some way, in 2023, people still want to dodge and bullshit around about this. It's just history. And like I said, I don't care who you are, where you're from. If you twist history, try to ignore history, or manipulate it for your own benefit, I think you're a bad person. Or you're doing a bad thing. You may be a good person in other areas, but with this, I think you're full of shit.
Please, what was the cause of the United States Civil War?
Well, don't come with an easy question or anything. I mean, I think the cause of the Civil War was basically how government was going to run, the freedoms and what people could and couldn't do. What do you think the cause of the Civil War was? I'm sorry?
I'm not running for president. I want to see your view on the cause of the Civil War.
I mean, I think it always.
And I can imagine some people in the crowd getting pissed or whatever, or any person getting pissed saying this is a gotcha question. Or he only asked this to try to make her slip up. If this is what gonna make you slip up, you are screwed. I don't know how you made it to any type of high office or any place of leadership or competence. If this guy make you turn around, collect your thoughts, and try to come up with some type of good political response, it's so stupid. What type of people, how many people are you trying not to piss off by dodging around this question? Do you really care that much about getting those type of people votes? And I think it's really full of shit when people try to defend it too, because I am one of those people, and I'm pretty sure people like her are too, who talks about China and talks about other countries that are usually very antagonistic to the rest, some places within the Middle East, and say how they have slavery, how they treat women, how they treat people that they see lesser than, whether it may be the Uyghur Muslims in China or whether it be Africans within Africa itself. How many people on the right, and including myself, even though I consider myself more in the middle, talk about people from their iPhones, especially on Twitter, calling supposedly calling out all these injustices and this, that, and the other, while they're using technology that is funded by slave labor. You can't do that while at the same time trying to pick and choose about what aspects of slavery you want to acknowledge. It's just full of shit to me.
It comes down to the role of government. We need to have capitalism. We need to have economic freedom. We need to make sure that we do all things so that individuals have the liberties so that they can have freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom to do or be anything they want to be without government getting in the way.
Thank you. And in the year 2023, it's astonishing to me that you answer that question without mentioning the word slavery.
What do you want me to say about slavery?
You answered my question. Thank you.
Next question.
So I'm supposed to be trusting you with making sure we have peace in the world, negotiate economic policies, societal policies, anything you could think of, and much more high tense, much more provocative situations. But you can't even get this correct. This is a simple, easy answer. But somehow you can't just answer it and move on to the next question. You have to be so awkward and collect your thoughts and hesitate about it. But I want you to be the person that decides whether or not we're going to war, or the person that can get us out of a potential war. Like, are you serious? Think about that. If you can't just answer a simple question like this definitively, why in the hell would I waste my time on you? That's how I see it. Of course, other people, like our supporters, may or may not see differently, but it's just my opinion. That's how I see this, and it's really that simple if you ask me. You can't be at one end talk about the left, changing things, changing history, trying to change the way people think, but at the same time doing the exact same thing. You're just as stupid. You're just full of shit, just like they are. This is exactly why I don't hardcore align myself to any parties, any politicians, because oftentimes they're full of it. And their morals, their logic, what they believe on, change at a dime, whether it be money, whether it be votes, or anything else. I don't trust them. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. Some people may say this not be worth talking about, but people talk about a lot of other, I don't know, less worthwhile shit. So I'll talk about what I want. But like, share, subscribe, give me your opinion, and I'll see you next time. Peace.